The University of Lagos never truly sleeps. Its air is filled with the hum of ambition, the cries of hawkers, the gospel whispers from hostels, and the careless laughter of students too young to fear anything. Among the newest arrivals was Ifunanya, a 17-year-old girl with big dreams and even bigger eyes that always seemed to be looking ahead. She came from Ikorodu, a neighborhood where survival was a daily contest, and dreams were considered luxuries. Her mother sold second-hand clothes in Yoba. Her father had disappeared when she was 9. But Ifunanya was different. She was determined to be more than her street. Admitted into the University of Lagos to study theater arts, she had danced alone in their cramped room when she got the news, holding the printed admission letter like it was a crown. "If you shine your eyes," her mother had warned, holding her hands tightly. "School no be heaven. Evil day. Even for lecture hall." Ifunanya smiled. "I'll be fine, Mama." She wasn't. She stayed in Madam Tinubu Hall, a building crawling with energy, makeup kits, wigs, and soft arguments over stolen phone chargers. Her roommate, Chioma, was sleek, popular, and rarely in the room. She lived off her rich boyfriend and posted every outfit like it was sponsored. Ifunanya stayed in her lane, studied hard, joined the drama club, and started a blog where she wrote about campus life from a freshman's view. People noticed her. Her writing went viral. She was sweet, funny, and real. Boys started texting. Girls began whispering. Then one night, she didn't come back. It was a Friday. She had left the department's reading room around 11:30 p.m., planning to walk back to her hostel. She never made it. By sunrise, her body was found in the overgrown field near the back of the old law annex, a place no one used anymore. Her clothes were torn, her eyes wide open in fear. Her genitals were missing. The news hit like fire. Another girl murdered. Ritual killing in UNILAG. Freshman girl found mutilated. Social media exploded. Hashtags trended. Protests shook the campus. But beneath the noise was silence, a deep, invisible fear that settled over everyone. Ifunanya's mother arrived, screaming in agony, her wrapper slipping from her shoulders as she crumbled beside her child's lifeless body. "My only child. My star. Who did this to you?" But no one answered. What no one knew was that the night before, a message had been sent from an anonymous phone number. 1 done. 2 to go. Before the blood moon. And someone, somewhere, was watching everything from behind the trees. Waiting. Girls stopped walking alone. Students locked their doors even in daylight. The school called it an isolated incident. But everyone knew better. Then came whispers of Ifunanya's ghost. Some said she appeared near the lagoon, barefoot, with water dripping from her eyes. Others swore they heard her crying softly behind the Faculty of Arts. A video surfaced online showing a figure in white beside the water, head bowed. Some said it was edited. But Chioma knew better. She hadn't slept since the night Ifunanya disappeared. Her eyes were sunken, her phone permanently switched off. She began asking questions about a boy named Ebuka, a final-year student with a charm that made girls forget their names. He had once offered to mentor Ifunanya's blog, promising connections and visibility. She had refused. Politely. That was 2 weeks before her death. Chioma remembered the name, the Circle of Dust. It sounded like myth. Rumors said it was a secret group of elite students who performed rituals for wealth and influence. It was dismissed as gossip, until now. She confided in Ikenna, a law student with a hunger for truth, and Alero, a quiet girl who had once been approached by the circle but ran after seeing a chalk-marked shrine in a hostel basement. Together, they planned a trap. Alero pretended to be interested in joining. She reached out to Ebuka through a fake Instagram account. He replied almost instantly. Come to the old guest house near Beriga Bridge. 11:45 p.m. alone. No phones. She didn't go alone. Chioma and Alero followed behind, hiding in the shadows. Alero entered the abandoned compound, where the air smelled of blood, decay, and burning herbs. Inside, masked men stood in a circle. A blindfolded girl lay in the center. Ibuka stood above her, holding a blade. "Tonight, she crosses," he said. Then, just as he raised the knife, a voice came. It was a cry, wet and distant. The walls shook. The floor trembled. The windows blew open with a sudden gust. From the entrance, Ifunanya walked in. But not as the girl they had known. Her white dress clung to her skin, soaked in water. Her eyes glowed faintly. Her body floated slightly off the ground. "You stole what you could not replace," she whispered. Now the lagoon speaks. Water gushed from the cracks in the floor, swirling around Ibuka's feet. He screamed. Tried to run. But the water caught him. Dragged him, screaming, into the ground. The masked men tried to flee, but the doors sealed themselves. Candles burst. Flames roared. Only Alero, Chioma, and Alero escaped. Behind them, the house collapsed, swallowed by silence. By morning, the university was chaos. Ibuka had disappeared. The guest house was gone, like it had never existed. The survivors said nothing at first, too shaken. But when Alero released a video from the hidden pin camera in her bra strap, the truth poured out like floodwater. Masked men. Ritual chants. Ifunanya's ghost. The footage spread fast. There were police raids, confessions, arrests. Hidden shrines were found beneath lecture halls and hostels. Several powerful students and staff were exposed. The vice-chancellor resigned. 2 cultist lecturers were arrested. A mass burial was held for those previously missing. Ifunanya's name was no longer a cautionary tale. It was a victory cry. The school created a new center for female students, the Ifunanya Resource Haven, where girls could report abuse, find support, and learn their rights. On the anniversary of her death, students gathered at the lagoon with candles. Some said they saw her again, walking calmly into the water, smiling. One girl whispered, "She's free now." But others believe she's still watching. Waiting. Because evil still walks quietly on campus. And Ifunanya. She listens for the next scream.